Acting President Osinbajo has disappointed us, Ipob laments. The Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob, has condemned a statement credited to Acting President Yemi Osinbajo on the renewed agitation for Biafra. Ipob said neither the group nor any of its members have violated any law as portrayed by Osinbajo. The group also said its agitation is in line with the provisions of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob, has condemned a statement credited to Acting President Yemi Osinbajo on the renewed agitation for Biafra. The Ipob, in a statement signed by its media and publicity secretary Emma Powerful, said the group has not violated any law as portrayed by Osinbajo. Com had reported that the acting president during a meeting with some traditional rulers from the southeast said all those agitating for the secession of any part of Nigeria and the northern youth who issued an ultimatum to Igbos in the north violated the constitution. Osinbajo had said, "I want to repeat that both the agitations for secession and the ultimatum to leave the northern states are wrong and a violation of our constitution." The Ipob has warned Acting President Osinbajo over his remarks on the agitation for Biafra. Our constitution says in Section 2 that Nigeria is one indivisible and indissoluble sovereign state to be known by the name the Federal Republic of Nigeria. But in their reaction, the Ipob said the group, nor its members, have gone against the 1999 Constitution as amended. Emma said, "For such a statement to escape the lips of a learned fellow like Professor Osinbajo confirms the widely held view that African leaders lack the mental capacity and discipline to operate a constitutional democracy in a modern world." Emma also said Nigeria's ruling class must learn to distinguish between those rights that are sacrosanct, such as freedom of association and freedom of expression. He said, "It is very shameful that a professor of law cannot situate the Nigeria Constitution within the context and meaning of the right to self-determination as recognized in international law. Somebody should please draw the attention of Professor Yemi Osinbajo to the provisions of the Africa Charter on Human and People's Rights which Nigeria ratified and went ahead to domesticate into her local laws. How can a professor of law threaten jail term for those exercising their right to self-determination under laws adopted and ratified by Nigeria? This confirms again the widely held view that legal practice in Nigeria is one almighty joke. We are challenging Professor Osinbajo to show the whole world how, where and when Ipob committed this offense he alluded to since the inception of the current phase of the agitation," Emma said. The group added that if the federal government will continue to threaten the Ipob and its members, it should be ready to build more holding facilities across the country. If Osinbajo continues to heed their evil counsel by using threatening language when addressing Ipob, he will end up a failure like Buhari. Nigeria must understand how ready we are to go to prison. They should build more illegal detention facilities because we cannot stop agitating for our right to self-determination until the Nigerian government accepts the need for a date for referendum on the question of Biafra. Professor Yemi Osinbajo should have consulted superior legal minds to advise him before coming on air to make such misleading comments. The Nigerian Constitution and its provisions cannot supersede international charters and treaties freely entered into by the Nigerian state where such treaties appear to render null and void the obnoxious provisions of the Nigerian Constitution, Emma said. those that strongly advised Professor Osinbajo to embark upon the citation of the ill-conceived constitutional reference to the indissolubility of the Nigeria, should refer to the landmark Nigerian Supreme Court judgment on the case of Abika vs. Prof.yemi. United Nations Charter on the Rights of Indigenous People and African Charter, which was ratified and signed by Nigeria, is still in place till today and overrides the Nigerian Constitution on the rights for the indigenous people to the self-determination. We are warning the vocal few rented saboteurs and uneducated public commentators in Nigeria to stop the perverse insinuation that Biafran agitation is all about war. Ipob is not asking for war, rather what we are asking for is self-determination, and the only way to achieve that is through the internationally recognized instrument of referendum or plebiscite, Yemi concluded.